Atletico Madrid could spend big. Real Madrid plan their Eriksen swoop. Barcelona get rid of a midfielder. We've got transfer rumours and, of course, this week's great debate. That and more coming up in the next few minutes as I'm your host, Matt Froelich. You are the Onefootballers and this is the Daily News. First off, Atletico Madrid could make a transfer which sees them really enter the arena of the big boys in the transfer market. For £107 million, they could bring in Joao Felix from Benfica. That's the amount in his contract that could see him leave the club and head to Madrid. And to be honest, it would be a massive signing for them. This summer has seen Atletico lose a hell of a lot of talent. Lucas Hernandez has already left to Bayern Munich. Diego Godin looks to be on his way out after not extending a contract. Same thing goes for Felipe Luis, who will sort his future after he's back from the Copa America. Antoine Griezmann has said he's wanted to leave, and now Rodri is also on the verge of exiting the club. So to give the fans something to hold on to, they could make a massive signing. Now the 19-year-old has been in brilliant form this season, scoring 15 goals from a second striker position and has even been touted as the next Cristiano Ronaldo. What a signing this would be, and you can see why so many teams are willing to pay about £100 million for him, or just a little bit more than that. As for why it would make sense for him to go to Atletico Madrid, well, he wouldn't actually have that much competition as he would if he went to another super club. And the fact that Antoine Griezmann is leaving means he literally can take over the Frenchman's mantle and become the focal point of the team. Just look at what Diego Simeone has done with Antoine Griezmann. He's taken him in and turned him into a top-class striker who's got so much about his game. If he can do the same with Joao Felix, well, they'll get a pretty good deal, and considering he's only 19, he could be there for years to come. But across town from Atletico and to Real Madrid, who are looking to continue their massive summer spending spree. That was a bit of a tongue twister. Anyway, they're apparently preparing a bid for Christian Eriksen from Tottenham, but don't want to be paying that $100 million that they've recently paid for Eden Hazard, so they're going to offer a little bit less money with a midfielder in return. The man in question is 22-year-old Dani Ceballos. Now, he's currently with the Spain under-21s in the European Championships, but apparently he has asked Zinedine Zidane to leave because he's not getting the game time that he wants. So now with the signing of Eden Hazard and even potentially with Paul Pogba on his way in, and of course Christian Eriksen destined to join the club, he's going to get even less game time, so he could be moving to Spurs. As for why Tottenham would need him, well, they obviously sold Moussa Dembele in January, and they haven't signed anyone since last January, so it'll be a pretty good signing to get the Real Madrid player in. As for whether he's directly replacing Christian Eriksen, I'm not quite sure it works like that. What it does mean for Spurs is that Dele Alli will be free to take over the number 10 role for himself, and Ceballos will be playing a little bit deeper alongside the likes of Moussa Sissoko and Harry Winks, with both Eric Dyer and Victor Wanyama's future at the club a little bit uncertain. The reason that this deal could actually work out is because although 45 million plus a player may not be so attractive to Daniel Levy, who wants 100 million for Eriksen, much like with Eden Hazard, Eriksen is in the last year of his Spurs deal. He has said that signing a new deal isn't necessarily off the table, but he does want a new challenge, meaning that it looks like he will be leaving the club. So with the way that Chelsea managed to get 88 million for Hazard, if Spurs can get 45 million plus a decent player in return, I don't think it's all too bad of a deal. And talking of midfielders leaving their club, Barcelona are getting rid of Andre Gomes. The midfielder spent the season on loan at Everton, and now for 22 million, Everton are making the deal permanent. He'll follow the likes of Lucas Digne and Yerry Mina in signing on a permanent basis from Barcelona. It could go one of two ways. If this deal turns out like Lucas Digne, it'll be fantastic. The left-back had an unbelievable season, replaced veteran Leighton Baines in the left-back spot, and now is on the radar of many top clubs. Or it could go like Yerry Mina, who was injured for most of the season and didn't really have that much of an impact. He may not even be in the starting 11 come next season if he is fit. As for Andre Gomes, it was rumoured that he was being looked at by Tottenham and Manchester United, but it seems that Everton have used last year to convince him to join them on a permanent basis. As for whether or not they're getting a top player, well, that's yet to be seen, but having the link between Everton and Barcelona could only work wonders for the Goodison Park club, and who knows, we may see Lionel Messi in the famous blue within a few years. So next up to a quick roundup of all the day's transfer news and rumours. Juan Mata has signed an extension with Manchester United, Ander Herrera will be leaving the club and looks to be heading to PSG. Rodri is now in talks with Manchester City over a £70 million move from Atletico Madrid, and talking of £70 million, that's exactly how much Roma want for their star midfielder Nicolo Zaniolo. So lastly but not least, we come to the great debate. For those of you who don't know what this is, every single Wednesday on the Daily News Show, we have a question put to us from our Onefootball newsroom. I want to know all of your thoughts down in the comment section below, and you can find the relevant article in the app today. But for this comment section and for this YouTube video, we want to know, where will Neymar end up? For me, I'm going to say Barcelona. I think he's already got massive ties with the club. Messi and Suarez have both said that they love to have him back. And with the money that they potentially put aside for Antoine Griezmann, plus the money that they can get in from selling the likes of Andre Gomez, a few others, maybe Dembele or Coutinho, I think they'll just be able to scrape together the 200 million to bring him back to the club. Again, not saying it's definitely going to happen, but of any transfer, I think it's most likely that he'll be returning to the Camp Nou. Of course, let me know all your thoughts on the great debate and the rest of today's daily news in the comment section down below. Whilst you're there, you can also smash the like button and click here or here to check out all of the other videos we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.